So we're at Hunn Nature Park, and that is just south of the Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. And if we're on Sorghum Mill Road, that's where the park is. And if you come out of Sorghum Mill Road to Route 10, you can go left to Camden, Wyoming, or you can go right to the air base. So it's very close. The St. John's River is behind us, so we should see that as we walk on some of the trails. And let's show you the park. So Hunn Nature Park. There is some trails here. We're gonna walk and see what we can find. So this park was named after John Hunn, and some of you might not have ever heard of him, but he really does have some historical ties to Delaware and to the town of Wyoming. This actually goes to John Hunn's former property and farm where he grew up, which is called Wildcat Manor. I guess at some point in time there was wild cats that roamed the area. So this is the beginning of the trail. They're asking that you pick up after your dog. That is a reasonable request. This is a nice gravel trail, but it definitely is cleared out for you. We're wooded. Now to our left, outside of the woods, is a storage unit place, and there's businesses and things on the left. So on our right is that Wildcat Manor. And I think there's a group that is looking to restore that farm. So there's a nice little parking lot here right off the road that you can park at and get right out and hop on the trail. So back to what I know about the Hunn Nature Trail, or John Hunn, who this park was named for. So John Hunn was, oh, hello bird. John Hunn was a abolitionist. Apparently he grew up right out here on this farm, which was on the St. John's River, but his parents died young and he did become an orphan, but I'm assuming his family helped raise him, whoever was out here on the farm. And part of this farm was part of the Underground Railroad, and John would often help slaves escape to freedom through the Underground Railroad. So he is an abolitionist. Now, they say that John was, at one time, the wealthiest man in Delaware. So when he got caught, they wanted to press charges. He got caught freeing 2 slaves, and they put a hefty fine on him, $10,000 each. Would have been a lot of money. But what they offered him was to not pay it if he would just stop helping. And he said, if there's a few quotes out there by him online, but he said he would never stop helping his fellow man, and no matter what the price was. So he refused to stop helping, and they ended up sheriff sailing his property. Today it's owned by Kent County. It's very peaceful back here. The birds are chirping. You know, we're close to the road and the highway, but at times it's very quiet and peaceful. There's a little hill here. There's not many hills in Delaware. this is one of them. So John Hunn, the abolitionist, had a son also named John Hunn, and he was governor of Delaware, I think in the very early 1900s. So I believe he was Republican. You can look some of this stuff online if you're interested. But he was the first person to recommend a highway going the length of Delaware. And he was also very instrumental in getting women into what was then the Delaware College. It's now University of Delaware, but allowing admissions of women into college. Way to go, John Hunn. So beyond the fenced area was, I'm assuming, the old farmhouse. And maybe these were spots for outbuildings when it was a working farm. Beautiful blue sky today. Those trees is the river, and it's pretty wide, so we've got water to the left and right of us. I think the St. John's River, and then it goes to Tidbury Creek, so there's another park, Tidbury Park, that pretty nice, where you can walk out on their trails and see the water as well. Very pretty. Beautiful property. Just like the Brandywine Springs video, where they had a group of people that were trying to preserve Brandywine Springs Park, Friends of Brandywine Springs, there's Friends of Wildcat Manor, I do believe I found online, that are preserving the farmhouse. And I think Kent County owns this nature park. So it is a county park. Free admission. You can just park in the parking lot and hit the trail. And very pretty to come back and be able to see the St. John's River and kind of think about all the traffic it may have gotten a long time ago with trading and all that kind of thing. History is pretty neat. So we're coming up on a bridge. Looks more like a heavy-duty bridge. This is called Racetrack Pond, pedestrian bridge, funding provided by Kent County Levy Court, done rec through the ORPT program. This is a Very tall bridge. I can't see over the rails. Let's see. This bridge is jumpy and it's low tide, so it is muddy down there. So the trail does go on, and I'm gonna leave something for you guys to discover. If you could get out here to Hunn Nature Park, just south of the Dover Air Force Base off Route 10 on Sorghum Mill Road. But I'll leave some adventure left for you guys to come out here and explore yourself. And I'm going to continue on. Again, lots of history as to who owned this land, how it got here today, who John Hunn was, and also his son that became governor, and just very interesting facts about our area and how it was developed. There's a plane from the air base. Lots of different kinds of trees. I hear lots of different kinds of birds. And I'm sure there is some things living on the marsh out here. So again, Hunn Nature Park, great place for walking path, for walking trail, or for bike riding. I've seen a lot of dragonflies out here. So thanks for watching, and until next time, we'll do another video on some of the other great sites right here in Delaware that you can check out and you may not know of. I think this park is fairly new. I think it's only been here a couple years. So thanks for watching.